Well, good evening. It's Thursday, September 2nd, and we're up here just for a really short time. This is actually going to be part one of a two-part video since we're just doing a really small thing today. What we're doing tonight is we are going to mark our forward top skin where this needs to be trimmed off. It has to be trimmed off all the way up there, and then we have to mark on the top side. We have to mark the line for trimming this skin so that it has a straight line down the seam and lines up with the tail. So we got to get that marked out, and then once we get that done, we're gonna pull the skins off. I'm gonna take them down. I've got a shop. Sorry, give you the elbow there. We've got a shop that is going to shear that for us, so I don't have to fret about messing up that cut. We're gonna use a big sheet metal shear to slice that little bit off of there. And we met, I was pretty excited. We had a guy stop into the hangar tonight, asked us what we're building, and he said he's got one on order too, so it's really cool. We're finally met another person that's going to be building one of these. He's still quite a ways out on his order. I think, what did he say? Next May, something like that. Yeah, it's going to be probably late spring, early summer before he gets his kit, but it was really cool. We got to shoot the breeze, talk about the airplane. So yeah, nice to meet another person. Well, getting this marked up for trimming here, and you could see that I did. There we go. I did a line that just matches up with this lower skin here, and then did the same thing up here at the top. This distance, the distance that this skin is against this tube is the same all the way down. Check that. So then I just measure that and then put the mark up there. And we'll put a line on this, and then that's where they'll shear that off. We'll shear that off tomorrow. Well, when you see this, it'll be the same day tomorrow, today. Apparently it's been a long day. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to use a string. We'll get a line coming up this seam here, and then that line will extend up to here. And I don't know if you can see how down here the rivets or the rivet holes are closer to the edge where this matches up with the seam, and up here they're further away. And I guess that's by design so that everything fits just right, so you can get it fit. So we'll find that center, and we'll put a mark up here. We'll put a line on it, and we'll shear that off. And then after we get that done, then we'll do an edge form on all the pieces that we need to do. Got our skins marked for trimming here. Got that front edge marked on this forward top skin. Got that marked there. We've got our edge marked here to match the seam of the upper tail cone skin there, and then we've got it also marked along that edge for trimming. So we're going to get this trimmed tomorrow. I'm going to take it down to a shop and get it trimmed, and we will pick this up when we are back on Saturday. Pretty close. It's Saturday, September 4th, and this is a continuation of the previous segment I did on Thursday, the 2nd? Is that what Thursday was? The 2nd, yeah. So, yeah, I decided not to do a video when we were up here doing those skins that you just saw, because it would only been just a really short video. So we just put these two together. Today we're going to be cleaning up the edges where I had those cuts done on here, and I'll put some of that video on from when we had that done yesterday. It's kind of cool. Watch them. They laser cut that top for me where I had that marked on that seam because it goes off the edge. So they did a laser cut on that. But today we're going to be doing things like we're going to see if we can get to installing the extra stringers. There's 2 extra stringers we have to put in this top. We're going to, like I said, we're going to clean up these edges here, just get those. It's got a little bit rough on there from the other shear that they used, but we'll get that done, get our edge forming done, and see how far we get today. Might even get to a little bit of wiring. Okay, for this top skin you do have to add an extra stringer in here, and it lines up with that rivet hole on the back side of the top skin. That's where the tail cone skin, this piece lays on top of the tail cone skin right there. But you Cleco it in there, you line it up with that, let's see, 1, 2, 3rd hole over. So we're going to line that up, and we'll drill and Cleco these holes here. And this actually will get cut off about right there. This is just to hold it in there for alignment, because that's where this goes on the skin. The bulkhead is there and everything, so you can't have that stringer there. A little bit smoky today, but kind of a lonely ramp out here. All the firefighting helicopters have gone, which is a good thing. We're kind of hopefully working our way out of fire season here. We're making progress here today. It's taken us a little while, but we've got our front edge, we got this trimmed and matched up here, and we've also got it snug around this tube on the cage. So we've got that far. We're Clecoing this back on, and we are going to start final sizing. That's one thing we haven't done yet, is we haven't final sized any of this stuff up to a 30. So we did that support and that lower longeron or middle longeron, but we now need to final size all of these rivet holes up here. So we're gonna get started on that. We are wrapping it up for the day. Not a lot of visual stuff to show, not a lot of visual progress. So there wasn't much that we could do for video. We had those skins. We transfer drilled across the top. I think I've got some time lapse on that. Transfer drilled all the rivet holes through the spacer strip, and then we did the same thing coming down the side. We got that all ready to go. Cleaned up the skin, deburred, cleaned it. Just got done priming the sections that are going to be riveted to those supports. The stuff that's touching the cage there across the top, the mating surface across the back. Got that done. Those are down there drying. Primed up the spacer strips. They're hanging over on the shelf there drying. And what else did we do? Project manager's not here. We still need to deburr and clean these supports here, so we'll take those off and get those cleaned up and ready to go. But anyways, like I said, not a lot of visual progress today, but we got a lot done. It was pretty successful day today of making a lot of progress on these upper skins. This is weekend number 5 that we've been working on this project, this part of the project here. So it is good to make some hefty progress on that. But, all right, thanks for watching. Have a good evening, and that's it for now.